Generic greetings and welcome to Airships Conquer the Skies once again. In the previous episode we took some more territory, and as you can see we have probably 4/5 of the map conquered, and we have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cities out of a total of 9, so I think we're doing quite well. In this episode and probably the next couple we're going to be obviously trying to finish the game and win it. We've got Onderon and Kranzberg to take, as well as all of the associated towns, as well as giant spiders, giant bees and brigands, although the brigands may be destroyed in a moment because there's a bomber going towards it from this other empire. And we're also going to try out some different interesting designs. I don't think there's any great issue that we are facing here. I think we have pretty much won it, but I wanted to try some interesting designs in some different ones, and we'll have to obviously research some of the things to do that. And what I'm going to be doing now is going for probably Imperial Cannon and making probably a ground ship, actually, probably a ground vessel that's solely based on sieging. It's just going to be a big, heavy siege vehicle. And what I'll do in order to aid that is put it onto Empire of Science and build it very, very quickly, or at least research it quickly. We have Lilock here on a gentle takeover, but what I want to do is probably take some more stuff up the top there, as well as fight the bees and such. We have a Dragon Rider, we have the Charger version 2s, we have the Sterling and the York, and we also have the Coventry and a Dresden. I think we lost the last one. These charges back here we're going to move to probably... Actually, no, we'll keep them where they are, because I don't think that's going to... That's sort of looking around here and make sure that if anything happens, like if anyone... secedes or anything, we can go and attack. In fact, to stop that, we'll go for a medium level of secret police, which should hopefully stop that. I've just realised that, by the way. Empire of Generican, it shows you what you've taken. So this is our original one, which is the Rock, because that, I believe, increased our Suspendium by 30%, or at least our lift from generated by Suspendium. And these are all of the empires that we have taken over. Maybe, sometimes it's indirect, so maybe this empire here took this empire, and then we took them, and, you know, by extension, we managed to, you know, we technically classes controlling them all. But anyway, what I want to do is I want to move these out of the way, because we should have now, yeah, just the charges there. The charge is going to move up the top, because the issue we have is that I reckon they're probably going to defeat the brigands and then probably dock at Onderon, and then they'll probably go for Lilock, because there's no defenses there. The issue we have as well is if this breaks away, we don't want the charges sitting there, because they'll go with it. So what I tend to do is put them in these little bits here. These are where you get spawns, like, for example, where the brigands used to be, or the giant spiders and the bees and stuff like that. So that's why I put them there. What I want to do is move the Sterling and the... Actually, we'll keep the Sterling and the York where it is. We'll keep the Dragon Rider where it is as well. And we're actually going to build... we're going to train another Dragon Rider. We'll have 2 of those together. I think that's important that we do that. And we're just going to keep an eye now on what this one does here. In fact, we're going to send some spies to their city. We might as well do that. Oh, there we go. They are actually going to Lilock, which we expected. We are going to intercept with our charges. So here we go. This is going to be against another high-level bomber. We will say board, and we'll board the bomber there. So there's these shots out, whizzing away from the grape shots, and I'm going to go down. I just need to know what his ceiling is before we jump, and we're going to stop there. And, ooh, that wasn't good. Oh, see that? Ooh. Did you hear that? What the hell was that? Oh. Was that a lightning strike, or was it just an explosion? Anyway, I don't know if you saw there, but can you see there's borders jumping from from the charges and landing on this. However, they maintain momentum and vector. So when they jump out of their things like that, look, if the ships moved off or accelerated like past them because they didn't expect that, they miscalculated the jump, then guess what happens to them? Yeah, oh dear, they crunched the ground in a very, very unpleasant manner. So we are boarding here. We have got some more boarding. That's a capture anyway, that's a victory. So what I'm going to do is going to move back to there. However, I will I'll split these up, you see. I'll move that to there and then that to there. That's our, what's it called? The Dauntless. That's the Dauntless, which is a fairly interesting design. It's got the pressurized suspendium, which I don't often use, or if I use it, I use it as a secondary. So the York, for example, the Yorks have the suspendium on the bottom in the dust tanks, but that's secondary to the main lift. So we're going to scrap that one because I don't think we need that. What we do need to do, though, is design ship. We're going to open the design of the York. Actually, the New York we have now. This is something I've altered, so you can see this is the New York class. I know there's a couple of changes that required... there's a couple of changes that were required, and basically I've put in some more bunks, some more berths rather, to increase the crew. I've had a tweak around in a couple of places, and overall it's back to, you know, what we really should have. There's still some changes that could be made, but I'm not gonna fret over it too much. So building the Dragon Rider there, we are gently taking over this area. There's our Imperial Cannon and medium steel armor completed. To progress on from that, we've also got a heavy cannon and then heavy turrets. I'm going to, I think, what have we got? We got our tracks, but we don't want legs because this is going to be a tracked vehicle. We've cannons no longer explode or cannon reload time. I'm going to say safer cannons. Cannons no longer explode. That would be probably quite useful for what we're going to do, and we'll keep it on. Actually, no, we'll reduce it down to research programs, so we're going to half the research speed but half the cost. Oh, Lilock, incited by foreign troublemakers, is broken away from the Empire, which we expected, which is why I put those there. But if I go there and attack, I'll click fight, and then I'm just going to look at them and go, ooh, they're very pretty, and then we'll win because I believe their defenses is just a little corner piece. Yeah, that's what we left last time, so that's a victory. We're going to go for a brutal takeover now because we just want it done quickly, and if we really wanted to, we could go and assault up here, but I don't think I want to do that. I want to just wait around. They are sending some more to assault there. By the way, what's at their city? They have tower blocks. Okay, so we're going to have block wars here. It's going to be a it's going to be a sort of Judge Dredd scenario. It's an interesting one. It's going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cannon on the front or forward facing, and 3 rifles, and on the back we've got 3 rifles and 2 cannons. So that's going to be an interesting one, but also it doesn't have anything up at top. So if we go here, then we can board or bomb. So that's their downside. So actually, one of the best things will be the Coventry, I guess, because we could just sit above them, but we'll see how that one goes. What's here as well? We'll view this city, and that's similar sort of deal, but it has flak as well. So anyway, we are getting assaulted. As you can see, this thing's coming over here. I could send the Dragon Rider to intercept. I could do that. In fact, I will do that. Look at the speed of the Dragon Rider. The problem with the Dragon Rider is that it is, well, as you can see, it's a very, very short range thing, and the bomber does have a very, very good chance of winning, because when it does that, yes, it's just gonna... Oh, come on, Dragon. Why did you stay there? Back up. There we go. It's just gonna keep going above us. Ah, that's actually turned around now. We need to get it when it's been issued an order. We're gonna die here. Yeah, destroyed. Yep, we didn't get round the back of it. It just bullied us because it's bigger, and even though the Dragon Riders are really good, ordered it back, it went, oh, I can't go around, and stopped instead of going along and then up. Damn it. I thought that might happen. That's the problem with them. Either way, we can intercept with the charges, and this won't take long. So we'll start the fight, as always. Board. There we are. And I'm going to go down, and they may even jump on that rock. There you go. Look, they're actually jumping on the rock. See that? They're jumping on the rock, and then they'll crawl around. The problem is that essentially now we can't get those back. So there's going to be some boardings there, and oh, they've actually rammed into us, which is something I haven't seen in a while. Let's move forward to there. We've got some weird... Ooh, that's going to make boarding easier because they now don't have anywhere to fly. Right, okay, so we'll move this down to here. And those back to there. You know what? There's probably going to be nothing to fight. Are they going to go around the rock? They're not going to go around the rock. In fact, they've just crushed some of the men. Oh dear. Oh no, they've held back on. And what are they doing? Okay. That might be a bit of a sort of cleansing the gene pool. If they've seen that and went, you know what, we can make that jump. Quite frankly, I don't think I want them on board. Anyway, that was a quick fight. We expected that though, so we're going to go back to here. So let's design this thing then. So we're building another Dragon Rider, but really it's a 3000 that may be wasted. Anyway, what are they building over here? They are building an interesting one. We can incite riot and revolts, which is a grand and 100% chance of it working. If we do that, and become an independent nation. Now, there we go, look, we've made it independent. That's cool. That's cool. So maybe he'll go and try and take it back, or maybe not. But yeah, I don't know if splitting them was a good idea. But what we're going to do is we're going to go to Design Landship. And what we want to do is base this design on a sort of siege mode. So we've got various cannons, and people have requested we do some sort of siege vehicle. And now, my standard thing is aerial torpedoes, because quite frankly, I think they're just cool. But a lot of people have requested we do cannon, like artillery, and there are two main ways to, well, we could do a couple of things. We've got suspendium cannons, we've got imperial cannons, and there's another cannon as well that I haven't got, which is a heavy cannon. Now, from memory, suspendium cannon is cool. It does 75 piercing damage. It's the most accurate weapon in the game. Look at that, maximum accurate range, 11,000 meters. To put it in, to give you a bit of a comparison, a standard cannon is 1,600 meters. So it's a lot more accurate. Aerial torpedo is 2,800 meters, and the imperial cannon is 1,400 meters. I think from memory, the heavy cannon, which we don't have unlocked, is about 1,900 meters, something like that. It's close to 2,000, I think. The imperial cannon does more damage. It does 400 damage as opposed to the 40 of the standard cannon. So yes, it does 10 times more damage, and 75 for the suspendium. It also has a fairly good arc of fire, actually 45 degrees for the size of the cannon is really good. I like the name as well, or the description. The descriptor is a preposterously large weapon. A single hit will destroy most smaller modules. So yeah. And the other cannon, the heavy cannon, I believe is about 130-40 damage, something like that. It might be 120 actually. But either way, we're going to base it around this cannon because it's preposterous and I like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's going to be the tower, right? That's what we've got there. In terms of our propulsion, we're going to use large tracks, and we're going to have large tracks on either side, and we're going to have them one there and one about there, and we'll have walkways in between. Actually, we'll probably go for, where is it? It'll be under resources because we need water. Fire point will go there. The problem is that we can't walk in between, so we'll remove those and do that. Then we'll go for our structural corridor with ladder, and then we'll go up like that, and that allows us to go between the decks. Speaking of that, we'll probably put the coal above them, so coal store will be there and there and there and there. Is that right? Yeah, so in the corner, in the corner. I wish we could probably do that. That's a better design actually, because then not only do we save space, it's gonna, I wanted it to sort of curve up like a sort of lighthouse type thing, a lighthouse of guns. So there's that put in. We will obviously put a machine shop in there as well, which connects up very, very nicely. I don't think this is where we'll have the cannons. I mean, we'll be shifting these anyway, so we know we're going to use those, so we'll just put one there. So that's what we'll be using. We need to have some crew, obviously, and we need to have, well, we've got a machine shop. We also need somewhere to make it move, and we need somewhere to, well, we need some sort of way to, well, we need something to fire out the front end of that gun as well. So, bridge. Probably not a good idea to put it there. There's also probably not a good idea. We'll have a sick bay there. And we'll have a bridge there. We've got good water, so I'm not really too bothered. In terms of, you can also put other things in, like a cockpit, so you could put, say, like a secondary cockpit at the back there, just in case one of them gets taken out. Something I don't normally do, but maybe I should. In fact, I might put it right at the top. So that's that there. We've got quarters that need to go in, so one there and one there. And then what I'm going to do is fill these with berths like that, which you might think that's overcrewing it a bit, because it says crew 48, recommended crew 30. Well, yeah, but the thing is we don't have any other guns at the moment, so... Did I just remove that? Yes, I did. So there we go. So, guns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. No. I had a plan. And the plan was to do that. 6, 7. Okay, so we've got a bit of a gap there, and the reason for that is I want to go to structural and struts. And I want to have this on struts like that. Sadly, we can't connect it there, which is an issue. That's okay. And then obviously we're going to have walkways going up to it, like that. So, there's the cannons put in, and now we need our ammo, which will be problematic. I am of the opinion that if we do this, it's going to be heavy. Yes. Slightly reduced structural integrity due to large size. Right. We could put keels on the top, which increase the integrity. Large keel. Adds a great deal of structural integrity. Well, obviously not that much. I really like a grand keel in here, but it's not going to happen, is it? It's just not going to do anything. I just think that we won't be able to get any more structural integrity. It's just because of its size. So we can accept the fact that that's the case. It doesn't really matter too much. Right. So there's the water put in, and then behind those, ammo stores. Significantly reduced structural integrity because of large size. Well, this is for sieging, so I'm not really too bothered. And there's the berths, connecting those. No, it's probably better we do that. I don't think this has a ladder in the bottom. No, it doesn't. There's no ladder to go in the bottom. Right. So even if I put a keel on it, which makes no sense on this one. Oh no, slightly reduced if we put it on there. The ship is heavy and may have difficulty navigating terrain. Yes, thank you for that. Well, that's okay. We can make it slightly reduced structural integrity. I don't mind that. However, where am I going to put the keel? It would fit in there, wouldn't it? Or do we alter this sick bay and say put it in the front there? Like that. And do that. That's better. And if we wanted to as well, how much crew have we got? 84, that's fine. We can put the corridor like that. And then we have a walkway there. So you can go that way. That's okay. That's fine. So what I'll do is I'll put that there. And the reason for that is I want to go to our command and crew. I want to have a crow's nest on top and a telescope pointing forward. There we go. Okay. Armour is currently wood. We will change that to steel wall. What's steel armour then? So, HP 27, weight 2, absorbs 5 and 3. That's steel wall is HP 45, so double. Weight 20. Yeah. A lot more. In fact, it's 10 times more. Absorbs 12 and 8. Yeah, far too heavy. Look at that. The ship is heavy and may have difficult navigating terrain and slightly reduced structural integrity. Right, so we're going to go with steel wall again. Stone wall. Can't move. Ship is too heavy. I could go with steel armor. No. I don't know. As always, we try something, we see if it works or not, and then we'll redo it. So, we'll go for... where is it? Guard barracks. Guard barracks in there. And that little gap there is really annoying me. Do I have 2 guard barracks? Then we'll have some guard posts around the place. It's putting them on the front there, yeah, that's fine. The idea was to make sure that we have this this gap here, so we don't, if this blows up, then we don't take the rest out. But that's just not worked out at all. So we might as well redesign that. So there. That's what I was going for. Technically, we can just use a corridor there. Right, that's better. That's a bit better. So we need supply hatches, and we'll have a... How many do we need? Ooh, a lot. Probably get away with one big one, a couple of small. So steel cargo door can go there. So there's that. Ship's modules are not mutually accessible. That one. Do you want it at the bottom there? Okay, right, that's fine. And there's that put in like so. Do I want that? Don't think I do. It's got something about it though. Actually, I don't mind that. And that. Right. It's built. Huge coat of arms is actually not that huge when you consider the size of this thing. It is apparently renamed the Encroacher, and that is an extremely apt name. It really is, because it doesn't so much charge, it does encroach. It just slowly goes towards whatever it needs to. So, that's in. We will paint it our normal colours. So, we will have it. No, maybe not. Like this. We're just trying some different colours out. No. Maybe not. Don't like that at the back there. Want something at the back though. That's okay. Right, that is the encroacher. Oh, clear. No. Save design. The encroacher. Save. And we won't build it because it costs $8 grand. So we don't have near enough money for that. So we will unpause it and we will check on our research. We're going to put it to subsidies now because we really want to get that built. I'm going to start invading around here. And oh, it looks like he's trying to attack me there, which I can send a dragon rider after him if I really wanted to. So we will intercept, which won't take long. This is attacking over here, and oh, that's an issue they have, by the look of it. They have 2 defensive structures with flak on them. So, this could be a bit of a problem. What I'm going to do, I'm going to move close towards them. They've got, on the front, 4 rifles. That's another issue. So, they've got 4 rifles forward, 2 cannons, 1 rocket, and then flak on the top. So, there's a fairly well-rounded structure. I can't go above them and then try and board them because that flak will destroy this pretty much instantaneously. The only thing I can do is get right up close and then issue the boarding order. The problem with that, and the problem I may have, is that if I'm going to issue a boarding order, what might happen is we issue the order and they go onto the ground. So that the troops go onto the ground. Looks like actually they're jumping on the side there. But what will happen here, that thing will fall out the sky for a start. If we move this down to there, you'll see the troops will probably go ahead and land. Go onto the ground rather, and then they'll go and walk along, but then they're walking towards rifles, which is never a good thing. What I'm going to do quickly is rush right over the top, and hopefully the flak won't take me out in one go, which, oh, it did just that, actually. Okay, so we're just going to order boarding on both of these, then. This one at the back should issue a boarding order there as well. So get them all ready to go. We're getting plastered on this one. Oh, look at that. There you go, look. See them all? They're all making their assault. They're all walking. Like troops going towards them. And the problem is the rifles. We've lost a lot of rifles. And oh! That looked a bit dodgy. We've captured the front structure. And the second one is... Well, we're currently... that takeover is currently underway. For some reason, though, the troops can't get in. See there? Look, the troops are stuck on the side, which does happen. I'm going to go over the top here. If nothing else, we're closer. And that can't turn around, sadly. Why isn't that moving? I did issue the order there. Things are drifting around. Ah, it's because that's also got... They've all lost their propulsion. We might lose this fight. I think we will as well, you know. But, if nothing else, this is getting destroyed by their own defences. We've still got the grape shot cannons here, actually, that are firing away. And if nothing else, when this falls out the sky because of no coal, it's going to crunch down. So I'm going to max this out. Oh, there's fire. They do have a way to put it out, though. Yeah. Oh, we captured it as well. Oh, that's good. I don't know how we managed to capture it. Actually, I think I do. The wreckage here obviously got taken out, landed there. and there was some troops on the side. They weren't moving until it got shot and then crashed down to the ground. They jumped off that and then boarded it. So that's fine. So we'll do a brutal takeover, and we'll move those. Good grief, they are absolutely wrecked. We're going to move them to Pogora. We're going to have another fight here with the Dragon Rider again versus this thing. And our aim is to basically figure out what its service ceiling is and don't go below that. And we should be able to just bully it, actually, if we do it this way. Right, so that's... Right, that's a bit of a risky one if I go down. Because then it can go up and then try to get above me. Which might actually happen. So I'm going to issue an order to go... I'm actually not going to issue any orders at all. Ah, there we go. I'm going to wait for it to issue the order. Because you can generally tell when they've issued an order because they'll change direction and such. And then what we'll do is we'll just try and match it the best we can. But if I go down, then it goes up and over. That's it. I mean, it only takes 1 or 2 bombs for it to take me out. Here we go. This should be a good hit. There we go. You can just see bits of damage peppering it there. Again, just go forward. We do have a good arc of fire with these Dragon Riders, so that's good. Eventually, this fire will penetrate and start doing some real damage here. Obviously, we are hitting predominantly the pressurized suspendium tanks on the top, which is suboptimal for them. Eventually, one of those is going to leak and then go up. Look at the damage we're putting on them. And what's really good here is we've pushed them right back to the end of the map. I was thinking, why are my keys not working? It is working. It's just they are, yeah, right on the end there. What I'm going to do is go there. And we will... You know what? I mean, it could easily win by ramming me. I don't know if it's figured that out. Oh, hang on. I'm just bullying it down. We're dancing around this rock. There we go. Look, it's trying to get above. It's going to make it as well. Damn it, no! That's what I was afraid of all this time. It's going to do it again. We issue the orders at the same rate. Come on, go back over and up. That's it, we got there. That's fine. That's the danger. It only takes one little maneuver like that, and I'm basically screwed. Right. Again, I don't know what orders it's done. That's good. That's good. You see it's just stripping the armor off. Oh, there we go. That's what we want to see. We got some secondaries. And that's a win. There we go. We're going to go right behind it now. And that's a good game. Patience on that one. That was a good duel, actually. It might look one-sided, but it just takes one bomb, 1 or 2 bombs, really, to oomph, hit the dragon. That's it, it's gone. Anyway, you can see streams of destruction, and that's going to go down. Boom, and there we go. Can't be much left now. There's a bit of wreckage there, and that's it. And so, yeah, totally obliterated. And we'll move back to... We'll actually move to there. There we are. So, we will repair the charges. I think these charges now I can move forward. There's nothing around here that's really problematic. I want to move these charges up so we have all the charges together. And do I want to take those out? We could sabotage production, which will stop that, but I don't really want to do that. Right, I'm tempted, quite honestly, to make an assault with the York on here. Oh, hang on. his, whatever it is moving to intercept me there, I'm going to stop them. So this is... Oh, they've got their weird galleon-y thing. Oh, look at that. It's actually armoured in 2 different ways. So you've got... I believe that's... Is that heavy wooden armour? And then that's wooden armour, because you can see the ribbing on it. And then it's got the, like, steel ribbing there. And it's actually got a sail on the bottom. Which, there's no reason why you can't do that, but I wouldn't like that person's job. Right, okay, start the fight. We will immediately say board ship. That one there. There's only one. And we will start issuing orders. I'm guessing, and this is just a wild guess here, that that ship is not very fast. And as you can see, it's, yeah, it's not really going at a fair old pace, is it? And that's someone that's just jumped to their death. But we are getting some more borders. There we go. And that looks really cool. The combination of the colours there. That's nice. And that's boarded and captured. And there's also fire somewhere. There's the fire. Survived, victory, and we will move to there. We might... Oh, good grief. We're not keeping that ship about. Oh, we've got another fight to deal with anyway. So this is the New York, and it also is the weird carrier things that apparently people said... I think it was said on StarCraft or something. Reminds me of something off StarCraft. So there's the suspendium shots, the suspendium cannon shots. Oh, they've surrendered straight away, so yeah, okay. Brutal takeover. And we'll move these to here. We need to split these up, so that one will say move to there, but actually we're going to go there, and then we'll move the bold to Pagora, because we're just going to sell it, quite frankly. We're just going to sell it. And it's going to take about 17 weeks to get there. In terms of defences, in Thulu, we've got, well, these things here, and we'll scrap those. I am going to not build anything, quite honestly. I really, really don't care anymore about the defences. As long as I've got one there, I don't mind, but that's about it. I'm not going to be building on the defences. It's all about getting the money now for the encroacher. So we're going to leave it there. Not bad at all. We've taken some towns. We've built a new ground ship, and we'll hopefully test it out in anger next episode on Kranzberg, which, as you can see, has several structures which we will have to siege at long range, and hopefully it will work out. So, as always, hope you have enjoyed the video. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.